I have to start by saying I absolutely love AI. I bought a subscription for ChatGPT Plus, and I am fully paid for the year for Midjourney. I say this because everything I say after this will cause you to doubt that. AI has had a pretty bad track record. When we tried to use AI to get people jobs, we found that AI was choosing men over women. It would be wonderful if they were choosing women over men. And we found that they were choosing white males in America over people of color. When we used AI to try and get sentencing right, because we felt that human judges were too biased, we found that AI started saying that people of color and people in a particular zip code were more likely than others to be repeat offenders. And so they shouldn't be given a easy commutation of sentence. And of course, we've all heard about those image recognition fiascos where AI has identified people of dark skin as gorillas. And during COVID, that it wasn't recognizing skin color, and that when we were trying to use these touchless things, people with a darker skin color were not able to use those systems. And yesterday I fired up Midjourney and I said, give me some pictures of Indian corporate lawyers. First, they were all rugged and extremely handsome, which is not correct. And secondly, they were all male, which is completely unrepresentative. But then when I look back at my own firm, our representation of women in the partnership is not completely equal. And so as much as we beat up on AI, the biases that AI has are the biases that we all have. And what AI is learning is things that we are teaching them. And so it's extraordinarily important when we go down this path to try and figure out how we can consciously fix that. And so many people are trying to solve this. I sat down with Pramod 2 nights ago, and he said that during the other deduplication, while they were thinking about it, there was this, and you'll say it better than me, Pramod, essentially purposely injecting falsehoods into the deduplication to try and figure out whether it's actually catching you. Other people put together red teams. So essentially, not just an ethics committee, but a committee that is filled with people who have different perspectives on an issue, so that they can actually take a look at what we're building and try and say, are we fixing problems, or are we causing more and different problems? Don't think that courts are not thinking about it. Courts are thinking about this. When we were working on Bhashani, Vivek mentioned Bhashani a little while back, one of the things that was really troubling us was a lot of the data that we're training these engines on are essentially copyright protected. As we build these models, we're trawling the internet to try and figure out places where we can learn. How do we do it in a manner that is not going to trip us up when we go to court? And so we should be thinking about this not just from the output, but also from the input. And I say why in particular we should think about this from the input is because there are a variety of laws that it will impact. I just mentioned copyright, and copyright is the most obvious of the laws, particularly when it comes to large learning models, large language models. But also data protection. Now, in Europe, the Italian data protection officer has prohibited Replica. It's a very famous case. Replica is this chatbot which is almost like a psychiatrist. But when you chat with Replica, you actually share a lot of your personal data. And the court has said that that is actually illegal. And yesterday, as I landed in my flight and just opened Twitter, because it's the last day I will still have a blue tick for nostalgia's sake, the first thing that I saw was that the same Italian court had banned OpenAI for exactly the same reasons. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.